It yet lives. It's a private server. And there's only one server. And you don't want to play the battle arena because that's just stupid. So I'm going to go through this game, start to finish, as far as I can possibly go. If you've never seen TERA before, this is what it's famous for. These things. The Ellen. So I don't know too much about the server and everything. It's specifics, versions, that kind of shit. You can look that up at in their Discord. I'll put a link to the Discord, assuming it's allowed to be there. I don't know what the go is with private servers and YouTube and all that. I know Twitch has a funny thing about it, but I'm not popular enough to be on Twitch. But yeah. So you got humans. Yeah, that's a very good outfit. You're not gender locked unless it's specific classes, which is a bit annoying. So we'll go through the races first real quick. So we got the Kastanic, which is the one I always played because, well, reasons. Come on. All right. Go to the warrior so we can actually choose both genders. So yep. So we get the Kastanic males with the 12 packs. The Amani. Aman. So yeah, they're pretty cool as well. Got the High Elf. So they have females and other females. Some of them look a little bit on the feminine side. Which is fine. Like, you know, it's all good. Look at that. You wish you had that much trip. You'll never have that much trip. And then the Popori, they are gender neutral, I believe. Something along the lines. Or I don't know if it's like Popori and the Ellen. The Ellen are the female and the Popori are the male. But whatever, doesn't really matter. You don't have to be a panda. You can be all different types. We'll go into that a little bit later as well. Got the Ellen, because you know every Korean MMO needs a 1,000-year-old childlike looking character, and the Baraka. So these guys were. I never actually played Baraka. They're very like wise and shit. So when the classes, you throw the classes in there. So if we go back to the males real quick, if we go back to the humans real quick. So we got warrior. So 2 swords. You are locked to those weapons. So your warrior is your evasion tank, sustain DPS, light armor. So they had interesting way to do the group stuff. A lancer. So there's your heavy. Again, more of a tank. So they're a mitigation tank. Then you got slayer. I always thought the Slayer would have been like your Final Fantasy warrior, or like your Final Fantasy Death Knight, Dark Knight. They had the 2-handed sword, and you did the swing and you did the hit, and you were the tank, but not in TERA. The Slayer was more of a defensive. It says burst, DPS, melee, light armor. If you hold the right mouse click, you actually put the sword down on the ground and you have a block, which shares the same with the Berserker. Berserker has a big fuck off axe, so spin to win. I always played a Berserker. Berserker was really, really fun. Then you got the Sorcerer. So, you know, magic, AoE, all that kind of stuff. Again, bit of a glass cannon. Then you got the Archer. So, typical Hunter. Just no pet. Ranged. Very good for PvP servers. So when I was on a PvP server, I usually went with an archer. There you got the priest. Priest is a priest, just like in every other game. Mainly healing, also does okay amount of damage. Then you got the mystic. So again, it's hard to liken classes from one game to another to try and get a bridge of what they actually do. Your mystic here is healer, support, ranged. It's more of a support, so dropping buffs, dropping debuffing, stuff like that. back when I was playing, because again, I didn't play when the Apex stuff was here, and it was before. So TERA went through 2 publishers. There was En Masse Entertainment, and then there was another one, because there's 2 versions of TERA on Steam. Both you can't get anymore and you can't use, but I've got both of them because I played the original. I was a founder, so I had the founder's title and everything. Then they changed hands and I had it ported over, so I actually did the thing where I did all the migration. Oh, it's that shit company that does all the pay-to-win shit. Well, that narrows it down, doesn't it? I'll think of it in a sec, but they shut it down. Thanks, Josh. But yeah, where was I going with that? Can't remember. So yeah, support skills for the Mystic, like a Paladin for World of Warcraft, I guess, but you drop balls on the ground. Oh yeah, the 2 versions of TERA. So yeah, they did a streamlined version of TERA as one of their big patches, like a Cataclysm for World of Warcraft or a Realm Reborn for Final Fantasy. You had the base game, and there was a lot of stuff in it, and it was very complicated and it's very complex. And then they streamlined it to push people to the end game, so they cut all the shit in the middle. So I played both versions. I did prefer, from a nostalgic point of view, I did prefer the first one, because you had that first island. But the second one was like, yeah, it is what it is. So I can't show you the Reaper because I don't have a level 40, but you can only be an Ellen. So you can only be a tiny little girl and a Reaper. Then you got the Gunner. So literally a big fuck off gun. So, and I think everybody can be... No, only Ellens, High Elf females, and Castanic females can be a gunner. Why? Reasons. It even clips through her leg. And then you have a Brawler, only humans, Ellens, and Paporis. So we go to Papori. Brawler. You saw the human before. So see, you're not a panda here, because you can change them around. And of course an Ellen. Then you have a ninja. Ellen only. But of course Ellens are female only. Then you have the Valkyrie. So Valkyrie, I think it's Castanic. Can humans be Valkyrie? No, Castanic females and Ellens. So again, it's just like, why? You can't even be a male. Very, very strange. But that's Shikuri stuff. So I spent a couple of days getting this working. It wasn't actually like complicated or anything, but it was more from my perspective of, what am I going to play? Because I have a really bad habit of playing this game, getting to a certain point, starting again, and then getting to a certain point and starting again, and getting to a certain point and starting again and again and again. So I thought I'll try not to do that this time, but I still want to try and to enjoy the game somewhat solo, and see if I can cover as much content the game offers. Because for... it might sound stupid, but for documentation purposes, for me anyway, because like we lost TERA. TERA is not technically available. This is what they're doing at the private server. They can be shut down tomorrow, and the game will cease to exist again until someone else decides to do another private server. But even then, like, the population on a private server is always going to be very, very low. But we're probably never going to see this game ever again. And there's a lot of games like that that are heading that way. And I've got the time to go through as much as I can, and I want to try and do that. because we just don't know when a game's going to get shut down out of nowhere. And to be able to point to a video, it does not necessarily for like, I'm not doing it for the ad revenue, I'm not doing it for monetization or anything, but in order to be able to say, hey, look, do you remember Terra? Check this video out. This is what we had. It forms the basis of an argument to or for or against ideas. So because the combat system is unique, and there isn't another game that's been able to do anything quite like Terra before, because it's not safe to try new things. So, but I mean, again, that circumstance can change. I'm actually going to stick with the Valkyrie, I think. Burst DPS, melee, and light armor. Yeah, we'll go to customization, play around. I always went for number 8. I like the short hair. I like the horns the way they are. So, actually I think, yeah, because you can randomize, you can get some pretty fucking horrible looking things here. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Absolutely wonderful. Gorgeous. It's like looking at a mirror. Oh my god. Oh. Stop, I can only get so erect. Anyway, so what do we got? Face, I don't usually mess around with any of that. Adornment, so you can play with the makeup if you want to. That one looks alright. Fine details, bone structure, eyes, nose, mouth, ears, lots of sliders. Outfits, so you can see the outfits. So the outfits, of course, like, yes, you're going to get a lot of booty shot. So the armor is like, I mean, I like the armor from the aesthetic type point of view. Like, skin, sure. That's armor, apparently. But, like, some of it's actually pretty cool. And this isn't all of it, either. There's lots of others. So, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. And then voice. 2 is fine. Alright, and I'll let the videos play. Alright. So, what's going on? Terra rewards, founder account, rewards accounts, elite status. Cool. Just go straight in.
The divine war sundered gods and titans, destroying the world that was. Amid the tragedy, a single drop of hope coalesced to preserve one tiny part. Sheltered from time, a mystical tree grew, giving fresh eyes the power to see the world as the gods once saw it. The world's greatest scholars and magicians came to study the divine tree and protect it. They magically erased the island from mortal records. But not before the forces of evil sent their own champion.
Okay, so the calendar. Santa Claus soup box. Sure. Alright, WAS and D. Immediately, there's no mouse because it's one of those games where you push Alt to bring the mouse back. Otherwise, your mouse is actually part of your combat. Alright, so this island here is not where we originally started in the first instance of this game. It was actually here, Island of Dawn. And I haven't been able to find, because I mean it's Terra. I haven't been able to find where I can find that content. God, that was terribly structured.
You look confused, child.
Alright, so we get some gathering. Alright, so approach the tree, hit F to collect a sample. Then we deliver it back.
Greetings for the Federation.
Smash through it. Alright, so it goes over your combat as well. So number 1 is the leaping slash. And then you can follow up with other attacks. So, and the way they do it too is the combat, you can actually bind... Oh god. Alright, so I think I'm splitting up the speech into different areas. Right, so we have these gifted children, and the kid lost the teddy bear, and we need to find the teddy bear, and one of the other guys decided to hide it from her. The combat, though, it has a combat system with combos, and what it'll do is you can actually set it so if you want, you can have the next skill used in the chain to be bound to spacebar, and it just updates as it goes through the combos, so you can just sit there and push the spacebar at certain times in order to continue through. So it's fairly accessible in that regard, which is pretty cool. Alright, that's right, we got a Santa Claus. Alright, give me that. Santa Claus suit, Castatic female. Oh, cool. Damage Zozo, needle and thread, and the grass. So we combine the items, we make the patch Zozo. Kid teleports in front of us. Anya's now happy. You're my best big friend, Zozo is my best little friend. Yay! And now the screen fades because we play with the kid all day and make her happy. Because that's what we do, because we're heroes. Alright, then we come back.
Do you want to play?
Alright.
Oh, hello.
Alright, so now the enemies spawn back in, and we've got some skills. You can learn skills straight away, you don't actually have to go anywhere. You used to have to go to the trainer, don't anymore. So the combat system is actually pretty good with that. So F. So they're the balls. They're the balls that the mystics drop.
Give me a second. Is this worth my time?
Alright, so now they all respawn and then the big guy comes. We have to take out the big guy. So this guy teaches you how to read telegraphs. Assuming you don't kill him too fast. But everything is very well telegraphed in this game as well, which is cool. Alright, so we got a speed buff. I do have that bar just off here. Rapid XP potions and everything. So we also got some buffs here. What's this? Crystal bind, so we don't have to worry about crystals breaking, which is cool. Resurrect on the spot. Actually, we'll just go to the bank real quick and put some of this stuff away.
You around here?
Bank. We'll put that in there. Level 70 scroll. Your character immediately gains enough XP to reach level 70. We don't really want to do that just yet. But it's there if we want to play with it. We got a merchant. Pet food. Puppy figurine. Pet treat. Feather light potion. Combat stuff. Prime battle solution. Increase power by 27%. Minor battle solution. Because I remember back when before, or when En Masse had it, you actually had little bonfires and charm cards, and you burnt charm cards on the bonfires, and people that were in range standing around all got a buff from it. And if you did a couple in sequence, you actually got really good buffs from it. And it was a really good way to get people to sort of hang around and the populated areas, and everyone just gets buffs. because it was part of a quest as well. But that was removed. I don't know why they removed it, but they did. I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. Alright, just like that, they came out of nowhere. Alright, so we got another skill, Blood Flower. So what do we do? Talk to thingy. Alright, so he's like, no, don't get hurt. I need you to stay and protect everyone. And I'm like, nah, man. I'm the hero. I can do whatever I want. And they all die in unison. Alright, rune marks. Transferred to the next target within 15 seconds. Yeah, so the Valkyrie has these things called rune marks, and as time goes on, and as I remember how to play it, I'll be able to explain. But I'm pretty sure what happens is, it's almost like building up a combo, like some combo points on an enemy, and then they, instead of losing the combo points when the enemy dies, you have the combo points on you, and then you can transfer them to another character, another enemy, and just start blasting. Alright, so these BAMs, BAMs, big ass monsters, or big ass motherfuckers, they are so much fun. You are meant to lose this. And if you know your Skyrim, you should recognize the voice.
This one doesn't have the sight.
Oh no, this is a different guy. That's interesting. So the guy voiced General Tullius
What brings you here?
does that character. That character is Samael. And I mean, it's Terra. No one really pays attention to the story, so this is a big spoiler, but Samael, the guy that just appeared there, he's actually in the main city, and he's like commander of the Valkion, which is like all these guys here. He's actually a fucking asshole, and he's also an enemy. Alright, so attack modifier is 56 instead of 51, so that's an upgrade. 26, yep. And a note. We open the note. And you left as soon as possible. Very good.
Victory for Valkion.
Alright, so now we're going to find her. So they streamlined this as well, because what happened was, where did we go? There's no zoom. Oh, there kind of is. So you actually run the path, but they streamlined it. Not the private server, but Terra themselves. They streamlined it, so it just teleports you to the next part of it. But you're supposed to find her, and she's in a little room locked away, and then you get swamped. Terra Awards, Elite Status, Founder, Playtime Event. Fuck yeah.
All for one, one for all.
Sure.
For the Federation.
Of course. Alright, so we just got a heap of stuff. So that's 77. I can't use that yet. That's a quest item. Alright, so, and yes, the weapon and all that do change when you get better ones, the appearance. So that's the tree. So in the cutscene they're talking about the tree. This is the tree. And they're killing the tree. And we don't want that to happen. Yeah. Sweet. Alright, we're gonna go up here. You look at the yellow arrows telling me where to go. Oh, he's crying, he's upset. Alright. Now we run. Gotta run down here, I think it is, yeah. Where the shock troopers are, yeah. And then we send off the flare. Yeah. Alright, we got cards as well. Alright, so if you do end up playing this, little trick is these guys give a lot of experience, but only for a little bit. So I think, oh no, they're level 9. So I think they'll stop giving me experience soon. So when you build up the range, you push C and just does a big explosion. Really cool. And that'll get a little bit more complicated as time goes on. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so charge, retaliate, dark herald, glaive strike, slash, leaping slash, ground bash, dream slash, blood flower, wind slash, another blood flower, rune burst. Sweet. 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 Alright. Deplin. I'm not going to make it. So much for the easy work. Alright. Now we hit the flare. Talk to Deplin again. And then he tells you where to go. And we follow the arrows. Approach the inner temple, push F. F to interact. Alright, so there's the doll. There's Iman. The children. Did you find the children? I did not find the children. What'd you do with them? Standard Valkyrie attacks. Yep. Cool. Alright, so now we gotta talk to the doll. Then we gotta talk to Thingy. Alright, what am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh, bravery potions. Right, so we use a battle potion and we use a bravery potion. Then we talk to Dougal.
What can I tell you?
Then we go in. So and there's a dummy here so you can test out your stuff. But the dude we need to kill is up here.
Children should be seen and never heard. Nothing can stop me now.
I know. What are we gonna do? When fighting huge monsters, it's important to use your skills and dodge at the right time. You need to dodge attacks to use your skill so effectively. That's right, so that's Dougal. So we just go around in circles for a little bit. And then see ya. Alright. Then drops loot. Couple of rings. Couple of earrings. Of course you can get pets that'll automatically loot it for you. So now we need to go over to the girl and try and get her out. Actually. Yeah. Very emotional, isn't it?
My heart sees you. Always.
Every time you try to remove Anya from the dream chamber, Tyrion shudders abnormally. So you can't get her out. She's stuck in there now forever.
Victory for Valkion.
I know, I'm sorry. I came back as fast as I could. Anya was trying to protect you, but the only way she could do that was to become one with... I just called it Tyrion. It's not Tyrion. Tiaran? Tyrion. Wake her up and the sorrow tree dies and takes the whole island with it. I share your pain, but there's little work to do. There's still work to do. There's a traitor in the Federation, and since you and I are the only ones that know it, you should come with me. And there she is. Goodbye forever. See you later. Alright, so this is the next part of the island where we basically get loaded up with a shit ton of crap. And, yep, there's the mount as well that you get. So again, all this kind of stuff in the first iteration of TERA, you didn't get. You had to do stuff. As like all games, I guess. So I'm gonna have to get rid of all that shit. So this fire here, that was one of the fires. You also had portable ones that you could buy from a vendor and use anywhere.
What can I tell you?
Unable to harness the tree's power, the Argons left, content with stopping the divine sight. Without the Seer's warnings, the Argon assault began in earnest. The Valkion Federation rallied the races together to defend against the Argons. But now, more than ever, they need strong defenders, like you.
I'm such a strong defender, look at me go. Anyway, yeah, so you get loaded up with a whole heap of crap. Federation ID, an island dossier.
I didn't do it. Did you forget anything?
No, I didn't. Okay. Banker. So then we have Magic Instructor and Tactics Instructor. That's where you would learn the skills from. But of course, you know, we don't do that anymore. This also had a lot of stuff, like, you actually had to do a whole heap of stuff over here. You had to clear some mobs out. Those crystals that are floating there, you had to take some of those crystals out and stuff. But they streamlined the streamline.
May memory endure.
Not the private server, but thingy. I can't remember the name of the people that took over. Is it Gamago?
We honor each
I don't know.
other.
Alright, so we're going to Valkia. And that thing's moved, because it moves. Oh, that was abrupt. Oh, it's still got this problem. This has been a problem since day dot. Just skips you through. And then you got the gate. So this is the loading screen, so to speak. Well, it's struggling. So here we are, Valkia. So there should be, yeah, there's one. Guild houses. So there should be massive guild houses floating around. There was on the retail server, because there was a bit of a population. And from what I can understand, on the Discord, the guild houses get reset every now and then, which is fine. There's a lot of choppiness around as well, which is a bit weird. I think that might be just because of my latency and the fact that, you know, I'm from Australia and I think it's US West their server is. So I'm pretty sure the latency is pretty bad and there's nothing I can do about it. And here we go, we're gonna land. We're gonna land. Oh, there we go. Finally. Alright, so we talk to this dude.
You need my help?
I do.
You need
Alright.
my help?
Inventory trick. So it gives you a mount. Push K, ride, terminus. Right mouse click. There you are. See, and the females in this game were ride side saddle, which I think is like a neat attention to detail. It's not completely necessary, but you can do it if you want to, and I think it's cool. There's the titty statue. Literally just has titties out. Beautiful. That's how you do a welcome. There's one other player. There's usually players hanging around here. There was on the retail server. Mind you, the pop-in is pretty terrible. So, well, there you go. There's another one. It's a big fucking cat. Banker. No. Trade broker? No. Ah, here.
You look troubled. You need anything from me?
Alright, training the ranks. Alright, so that's a level up. I don't remember any of these guys. But you're supposed to go up here and in through here.
I have a moment for you.
First time in Bellica. Right, Island of Dawn. You're very humble, yes I am. What a relief, I found this is for you.
How can I help?
Joining the ranks. Push I. Oh, I have to dismount. What was the dismount button? Can't even remember. It's because I haven't bound it. Alright, there's that one. Letter. Close the letter. Go find Dougal. Yep, he's in here. Somebody came. Oh no, don't make a mess.
Another impudent youth.
Another impudent youth. I like it when you talk to the Papori and they're like, was it, looks like someone played a trick on you or something. And then they always remind you that, you need to eat. Yeah, there he is, this guy. No, this guy, Samiel.
What? Show me what you're capable of.
That's him. That's General Tullius.
Focus on duty, not ambition. Fight with honor.
Greetings, soldier of Belkia.
So he's a good guy.
Bellica, City of Wheels, capital of the Valkian Federation and bastion of civilization on the continent of Arun. We've gathered here, human, high elf, Aman, Baraka, Kastanik, Popori, and Ellen, to withstand a menace we could not face alone. The Argons. Across the sea on the continent of Shara, our armies are fighting the Argon threat to a standstill. For now.
Titties out.
But the Argons aren't the only danger. Not by a long shot. With our army on the Argon front, monsters on our frontiers have become bolder. They've plundered entire towns, and we can't let the home front collapse. We hope that the fighting spirit of our youth can make up for the numbers we lack. Who knows? Maybe you're the next alien. Valek knows we could use one.
Totally. Alright.
What shall we speak of?
Joining the ranks.
Everyone is asking me about what you did on the island of Dawn. Don't get cocky. Impressive to them, but it takes more than that to impress me. And I have little tolerance for glory hounds like you. Kids these days, no sense of proportion. Now get out of here. Our headquarters will start to smell like pigling.
See, he's an asshole. But that's General Tullius. How'd you get there? Is that one thing I showed accessory? I don't care. That Pegasus to scroll even more. We don't have time for games. We can go ask Dougal, Getty, or you really are. We'll go Dougal. Get up from Dougal. Dougal, mate. What do we do now?
Victory for Valkion.
So we're going to go take a Pegasus to the first town. And then it's just basically clearing out the towns one by one. Up until a point. And that's just to get you sort of over the basic mechanics of how to do the game. Eventually, as you go through, you'll learn the gathering, the crafting and all that kind of stuff. So I will try to do a bit of that as well. Ace Dungeon Instructor, Arena Guide. I guess the one cool thing about the server being not populated at all is you can run through the town without having huge lag spikes and graphic pop-in stuff. Pong. Goodbye, Pong. There's another one. Oh, big wings. So yeah, this private server is, from what I can see on the Discord and the information on their website, it's pretty cool with there is absolutely nothing behind a paywall at all. They do take donations, and there's a special currency you get for doing the donations. But it doesn't look like it's actually, like it doesn't do anything.
What is it?
Alright, we're going to Crescentia.
Now.
Lumbertown, Crescentia. So yeah, they take donations for server upkeep and stuff like that, which is cool. Don't mind doing that. But otherwise, everything, absolutely everything that was paywalled and pay shopped in the game is actually earnable. And I don't know the specifics because there's so much stuff, especially cosmetic stuff, like just random skins and shit. I think most of them are just in vendors that you can buy from. So you still need to play the game to get them, which is fine. That's totally fine. But you don't actually have to spend any money whatsoever. And being a private server as well, there will be some of the functions that are cash shop orientated. I assume that they just sort of can't get around. Because then you're messing with, like, deep within the code. I assume. I'm just talking out of my ass. Well, that didn't work too well, did it? Ow. Oblivion Woods. Alright. Oh, we're having the rubber banding again. That's alright. I don't mind. It's only on the flight path. Alright. I'm going to walk into the middle of the town, and I'm just going to leave it there. So, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. This content that I'm going to do for TERA. I'm not doing it for views. I'm not doing it for anything like that. I'm not doing it for monetization or anything. I'm doing it purely because I want to cover all of the questing. Not in great detail. Like, I'm not going to read them all or anything, but just to get a basic idea of what the story is like, but also the mechanics, how it plays. Just so we have something. I know other people have done it as well, but it's always good to have more. It's always good to have more coverage of content, and I hope at least in a way it inspires other people to want to cover content like this for other games that they do enjoy, because we're fast approaching, if not already, we're at the destination where content like this isn't going to be around forever. And there's no way to replicate this if it gets taken away or taken down. And it needs to be recorded. It needs to be referenced. So we can look back at what we had, and we can see what worked and what didn't work and stuff like that. But that's where I leave it here. And in the next couple of videos that I do for this game will probably be very long videos, so I don't expect anyone to actually watch through all of it. But that's my plan for this one. And we'll see how we go. But I'm going to try and cover as much as I can. Hopefully I don't jump between classes too much, but I do want to cover some of I do want to cover all of the classes. Again, as a point of reference. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully this server stays up a little bit longer, doesn't get taken down, and I'll leave some details for the server in case you're interested and you want to play as well, because I mean, it's worth it. It's free. It works, and there's nothing paywalled. All you got to do is just give it a little bit of time. It is a bit jank, but I mean, what AAA title isn't jank these days? So yeah. Thanks for watching, thanks for the consideration, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.